What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I want to talk about a little bit of a disconnect between what retail expects in terms of bottom prices and compare that to obviously where institutions are buying. So smash a like. This is a TAO update and specifically about the chart. So yesterday, I had some great comments on the last video and people were saying, look, we're going to try and pick up some TAO at $100, $110. There were different price points, okay? But essentially, we need to put that to the test and see, first of all, how accurate are you to predict the price of a TAO is going to be breaking this box. Now, we came as low as $183 yesterday, right? But historically, rather than selling you hopes and dreams of buying TAO at $90, we want to try and see what the evidence is. So the first time it pumped, it came back here, was eating up, pumped, came back here. So you could actually argue what people are saying is TAO will actually break the February lows and also it will break the August 2024 lows. And both of these were $150 odd. But where are the orders right now? I want to be very specific with you. Again, as I do this, what I'm seeing is demand orders. And if you look at these yellow lines, this is where institutional money or large orders have gone in. The purple are large sales, and of course you've got other things going on in the chart. But essentially, what we have right now is this massive green candle, right, at the current price, and you can see here it is kind of like you will start to see more demand from here, but at the same time it faces a massive sell pressure just above it. Okay. But if we were to break down, where could we realistically go? So you can see here, price $140 was mentioned, right? $140 there. Let me just go move my chart to the side so you see the prices. So we only have few orders, there's large orders here. What exchange is this with? So Binance Spot, we've got 2,114 TAOs sitting around a price of $150. So most of the orders have kind of like gone in here. You've got $200. You've got a massive buy wall order there that was already hit, but we haven't hit these limited orders to the downside or these limit orders to the downside. So I expect if TAO is to break, and again, you can't just be negative and say these things are never going to happen, right? You're betting against a floor rather than DCAing, right? So historically, this is where TAO has always, and you can't say otherwise. Now, it doesn't mean charts don't get broken up. I mean, we printed a sell signal here back on the 23rd of March, but we don't want hopium, right? We want to stagger these orders. And that's what I've been telling the VIP community in the Discord. You bid here, it breaks 220 and then you start to stagger orders here. Then you see, and then you wait to see if you break 159, and then really it's just price discovery to the downside, right? That's the honest truth about Bittensor TAO. So while I want everyone to get their generational prices, at the same time, without any scientific knowledge of what's below, then you are going to be risking a lot in terms of just sitting on the sidelines. And again, I understand that Bitcoin can go to $48,000. I've been telling you guys that forever. I've been saying Bitcoin can and should go back to where it rocketed from at the point when we were at the spot ETF announcement back in 2024. But at the same time, the open interest, like for example, Zcash, right? Let me give you some Zcash analysis here. So what happens is when you go into deep negative funding, the price ultimately and always performs a short squeeze. Okay, so the shorts are paying the longs. There's deep negative funding. They flip the switch and the price goes absolutely parabolic the other way. Now, fundamentally, personally, nothing has changed in the kind of time frame and what I want to do with Bittensor TAO, right? Like, I know AI is only going to be getting bigger, and some of the biggest sectors globally will be AI, in my opinion. So decentralized AI with two. What makes TAO different is if you imagine the current subnet structure at 125 subnets and it goes up to 250 subnets. Solana or ETH or any of these other layer ones, their main, economy or economic model is gas fees. TAO is way different. TAO is the only one that allows every single subnet to directly contribute to the value of TAO. Okay, so you're taking a 5-year view, in my opinion, with what can happen with decentralized AI here. Okay, so understand that very clearly. I mean, if the price is at $213, could this be trading one day at 5,000, 10,000, 50,000? God knows. But all we know is we have deflationary model. Of course, we have a project that has the only economic model where everything is directly contributing to the layer one, so to speak. So don't get it twisted. I'm giving you institutional grade advice, not financial advice, analysis. Sometimes people will fudge you out of your bags. The best proven method has always been buying things. People were buying back in 2016, they were buying Bitcoin at $500, right? So you have to make sure you stagger your orders. Smash a like to this video. This is a TAO update. I'll probably do one on Sui, Casper, and so on and so on. Comment on the video. Let me know if you hold TAO. And of course, if we get $110 TAO, then you are structurally breaking something that has never been broken since the launch of TAO. And I hope you're comfortable with that, because if you are, I'm clearly not. I have picked up TAO. I bought 29 TAOs at these recent lows. I'm going to go on, if this line breaks, then I've got orders coming all the way down here. But do I expect it? I don't really care, because I'm not in it for the short term. That's the whole point, right? And that should apply to anything you believe with conviction. That same theory should apply to it. God bless you all. Have a wonderful Sunday. And again, next week, SpaceX IPO. It's going to be insane, man. Guys, we're living in times of opportunity. And fundamentally, many cryptos could go to zero and will go to zero probably, because we are now at a new .com bubble level of market change. All the big AI models that you see, they're not all going to survive, right? It's been great. Take care.